This is Bloomberg Markets Asia. I'm Heidi Lerner in Sydney.
I'm Rashad Salamat in Singapore. Our next guest runs a TNG FinTech Group. It's a Hong Kong-based digital wallet operator which was founded in 2013. The company recently raising $150 million in so-called Series A funding. That's the most ever for a Hong Kong startup in a city yet to produce that elusive unicorn, arguably. Anyway, Alex Kong is the chairman and CEO of a TNG FinTech Group. Alex, welcome to the program. Welcome possibly to becoming a unicorn at one stage. How far are you away from that? What sort of progress are you making? And also, tell us what you're doing exactly.
Well, TNG stands for the next generation. We are here to provide the next generation of financial inclusions or financial services to the unbanked populations around the world. Currently, there are more than 2 billion people in the world who do not have a bank account. There is more than 40% of the world's population. We are here to solve that particular social problem here. And we launched our service in November 2015. That is exactly 2 years ago. And within the 2 years' time, we have gone through leaps and bounds. And last month, our transaction volume has exceeded 100 million US. And for the last 12 months, we've been growing more than 500 times at the average more than 50% monthly compounded growth. So we're targeting the unbanked. That is our core strategy. And we want to become the largest branchless or virtual bank throughout Asia-Pacific region, and starting in Hong Kong.
Well, how do you bank the unbanked? I mean, what you're doing, it would seem to me, is just creating a digital wallet. Is it as simple as that, or does it go deeper than that?
It's much more than that. We are now transforming the normal shops, like the convenience shops, post office, and the shopping mall, into our branches around the world. In Hong Kong, we have recruited 7-Eleven and also some of the money changers, more than 1,000 locations in Hong Kong, providing 24 hours cash in and cash out. People can download our wallet, go to one of the 7-Eleven outlets, and let them scan the QR code. The money will real-time deposit into their e-wallet. They can also withdraw cash 24 hours a day at 7-Eleven, not only in more than 1,000 locations in Hong Kong, but more than 183,000 locations throughout 13 countries in Asia-Pacific region. So for someone who don't have a bank account or couldn't open a bank account, that is a big deal. But for those people who already are well-banked, there's no big deal about it. They can always go back to the traditional banks for their financial services.
Alex, how do you find being headquartered in Hong Kong as a fintech company when the tech infrastructure when it comes to Hong Kong is really lacking, right? Like, I used to have to do retail banking over the counter at a branch, and taxis don't even take anything other than cash. Do you find that kind of very unusual being a fintech operator in an environment like Hong Kong?
Hong Kong offered a very good financial and legal framework. And I must say, Hong Kong is not an easy place to start a fintech company, but it actually provides a very good framework, such as I call it so much so that it's Shaolin Temple, because it has a very mature legal regime to govern, to make sure the company is well run. And we are now duplicating this legal framework and compliances when it comes to anti-money laundering, counter-terrorist financing, the real-time screening and transaction monitoring, the whole banking compliances, regulators compliances into other Asian countries as well. And to make sure our company is very well run and protect the interests of the consumers as well as the merchants.
How do you compete, or how do you position yourself against something like WeChat Pay, right, or Alipay? You've seen this huge prevalence of this taking place in China. They're also pushing aggressively to expand across the rest of Asia and internationally. How does your company kind of sit within that framework?
Well, the two giants from China, they are very successful in China. And if you look at their current services, there are 3 core differences. Number one, you need to have a bank account in China before you can open up an account or wallet account with Alipay or Tencent. And so we are the only one that doesn't require a bank account. You can actually open a TNG wallet accounts and to use it like banking services. So you don't need a bank account. Second, we are the only e-wallet that provide real-time cash out facility, not only in Hong Kong, but across 13 countries in more than 183,000 locations. Number three core differences is we are the only e-wallet operators that provide real-time global money transfer. So with a few clicks, you can actually transfer money to the unbanked, to the beneficiaries across 14 countries. Even if you don't have a bank account, if you have a bank account, we allow you to transfer real-time into the bank account. If you don't have a bank account, you will receive an SMS with a payout code. You just need to, the beneficiary only need to present the payout code at the counter of money changer or post office or convenience shops with the ID. They can withdraw cash real time. So we are moving more like a virtual bank, and we're turning 183,000 locations into our branches. So we are actually position ourselves as a virtual bank.
Alex,
yes.
I was just going to stop your commercial there. I just want a very, very quick answer to this question. You, in your last fundraising round, you said you were going to be using some of that money for acquisitions. Very quickly, what have you bought,
yes,
if anything?
We haven't made any formal announcement yet. We are in the completion process. We are in the process acquiring 5 companies with licenses in UK, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia. We find it much easier to acquire existing company with licenses. We have spent a great deal of time applying for licenses, and we wanted to speed up the whole process.
Great talking to Alex. Good luck. Alex Kong there from TNG FinTech in Hong Kong. Let's go on the way, pulse of the markets and what your money is doing and how it's behaving itself. This is Bloomberg.